disclaimer, horrible audio because I still do not have a freaking mic and I can't buy one during quarantine unless it's on Amazon. Once again, I am sorry for the horrible quality of the audio, and I'm actually really excited to do my first story time with you guys. Tell me more, well, if I should do more below, and maybe you guys can send me some of your stories on my Amino. Let's get started. This first story is supposed to be a funny story about when I went camping and I was a girl guide. It was really funny. So we were unpacking everything. Me and my friends had just chosen a tent to sleep in, and I was talking with my friends. We were sitting at a table. Then everyone was gathering around our tent. We saw like the leaders going inside, and we were like, "What's going on?" So then we went over to the tent, and since it was our tent, we were allowed to look inside. When we went inside, there was a snake eating a frog, alive frog. And I was like, oh, cool, nature. And my friends started screaming. It was really funny. In that same week, we had ended up in a different tent. There was a raccoon that had raided our tent, like gone into my bag, took my juice. Yes, I had juice. Do not ask why. But it was still really, really funny. We saw 4 different creatures that week. Wild animals. We also saw some deers. There was literally deers outside, like around our campsite. And I saw them go by. I was like, what the? It was a really, really weird week, but it was still funny. The first day we were there, before we had got into our tents at Watikini, I may have stumbled down the rubble and scraped my knee. Sorry, but the next story will have more background noises. Everyone downstairs screaming because they're not aware how loud they are talking. Yet again, I am too lazy to change the background since audio is hard to record and takes too long. Anyways, this is a funny story. It takes place in Aruba. Yes, Aruba. One of my favorite places where I got my conch shell. Yes, I do have a conch shell. Anyways, so we were at the beach one day. We were watching the sunset. I was just sitting in the water, like doing nothing, sitting really close to the shore, shallow end, like very shallow. You could like barely see the rocks. And when you went to the deeper area, there was like a little dip, and it was really painful to walk on. Anyways, I was just sitting down, and I had my back turned to the ocean. It was nice and calm, but then all of a sudden, a huge wave came crashing over me, sent me tumbling. I got a few cuts. I hit my head really hard. I was lucky not to break my spine or something like that. And like I was rolling, so I was curled up into a ball. My spine was exposed. I got quite a bit of cuts, and I was scared of the ocean for the rest of the week. It's not really a funny story now that I think about it, but hey, gotta admire it. That was actually really funny though, and I got to buy a new souvenir every day. Yeah, I have quite a couple of souvenirs, gave some away for a class project. Still have some though. I got to go during a school week. That's the best part. The best fucking part.